They want a soft God, the kind that signs off on vibes, endorses boundaries that keep them hiding, and whispers affirmations like a life coach with a beard. They think that God is gentle, but that God is just their trauma therapist in a robe. So you say, God is love. But love without consequence is not divine. That is dysfunctional. Because the real God, he doesn't hand out coping tools. He performs system surgery. He doesn't ask for your permission to cut. So if you were praying for a soft God, do not watch this. Warning, 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 warning. This episode may rupture your fantasy of divine gentleness. Side effects include sudden ego incisions, bleeding out spiritual performances, and surgical flashbacks of every moment you confuse the lay for the devil. So proceed at your own remembrance. This one's gonna cut deep. Let's work. Now I heard you because you said, God align me. But alignment don't come in a velvet box. It comes on a table. And the same hands that comfort, yeah, those hands cut. They slice, they extract. So you see, you wanted God to elevate you. That's cool. But you forgot heaven has a hierarchy. And in heaven, nobody rises without rupture. Nobody ascends without shedding. Nobody gains access without enduring the blade. So you asked for peace? Cool. Peace follows purification. You prayed for rank? Bet. Rank demands removal. You cried for clarity. Well, clarity only comes after collapse. Let me be clear. God is not your coping mechanism. He is your system architect, and he doesn't edit your life for comfort. He rewrites it for alignment. So stop confusing his silence for absence. Sometimes the pain is his voice. Sometimes the cut is the confirmation. So you want remembrance. Well, remembrance starts with rupture. It starts with letting the infection bleed, the addiction to comfort, the obsession with being liked, the costume of confidence you stitch together just to be functional. So let it go, let it rot, let it rip. Because heaven does not promote what hasn't been purified. Heaven does not hand out proximity based on personality. And heaven does not submit to feelings. Heaven follows structure. And in that structure, alignment. Alignment is warfare. So let me break this all the way down and get to the simple math. Let's talk in system terms. Alignment. Alignment equals energetic surgery. Elevation. Elevation equals authority through endurance. Remembrance. Remembrance equals scarred proof of survival. So if you reject the rupture, you delay your own dominion. You see, God does not elevate you because you cried. He elevates you because you bled and didn't betray the process. So when he cuts, he will cut. Don't numb it. Don't narrate it. In fact, put a name on it. Because that wasn't punishment. That was divine override. That wasn't loss. That was the architect restoring original system code. You see, heaven's table is not casual. It's calibrated. And only those who survive the slicing without selling their seal get seated. And I know you want to get seated, so I got you. It's phone tap time. You got the call. Now move like it's recorded.
19 Sergeant Essential. 19 Sergeant.
And you know we always start with an audit. Ask yourself, what did God remove that you keep trying to recover? And then ask, where did the wound happen And what lie did you install to avoid the truth? Here's one more question for you. Are you following God's hand or asking him to follow your feelings? Be all the way real and raw. Then hit him with the remix. Reframe the cut. Reassign the pain to purpose. Recommit to alignment, not anesthesia. Now we got to re-record it. Say this with me. I no longer mistake silence for rejection. I trust the blade more than I trust my feelings. If heaven has a hierarchy, this cut was my clearance. It's not supposed to be easy. So stop asking for comfort. Ask for clarity. Stop resenting the rupture. Respect the precision. I don't follow a passive and soft God. I walk with the blade. I don't beg for peace. I bear the incision. I was remembered through righteous violence. I was promoted through divine surgery. And now I don't fear the cut. I wear the scar like a seal. So handle with God or keep bleeding in silence while calling it healing. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.